today on Slough School.
So I'm going to wrap this up with this whole entire Riparian Zone lesson. I'm going to write down some key vocabulary words that you heard throughout these lessons, and let's talk about them more. We are wrapping up our last lesson in the Riparian Zone. So last time we did the activity, I drew the Western Trillium and I labeled the different types of leaves and the different types of leaves, different colors, and different observations that I noticed. So we're going to be ending our lesson with the Riparian Zone. So I'm going to go over things we covered. So we have 3 different plant types. What are they? We have our herbs, we have our shrubs, and we have trees. And all of these things provide or give food, shelter, and water for animals. So something else, the riparian zone is the blank by the blank. It is the land by the water. And then some key vocabulary words that we learned. We learned the word native, and native plants have been here forever. Non-native plants were brought here, they were brought here in the last 200 years. Invasive species, they spread, and they don't like to share resources like sunlight and space. And biodiversity. This is a really, really important word. This is the one I want you to take away the most, so much so I'm going to underline it. Also underline riparian zone. So biodiversity. It's a lot of different plants and animals and living things all in one area. So I want to bring this question up. Why does this matter? Why is biodiversity important? Why is the riparian zone important? So that's a great question. With the riparian zone and why it matters, we've been kind of talking about it the whole entire time. We'll go back to our drawing, or my drawing. So there's a lot of different animals that depend on these things. So they depend on the trees, they depend on the bushes, or the shrubs, and they depend on the herbs. So by having these things there for them, we're providing shelter, food, and water. But additionally, we're shading, when we plant trees, we're shading the water so fish can live there and turtles can live there. Turtles are really temperature sensitive. So what that means is they really, really don't like too hot of temperatures or too cold of temperatures. And what might be really, really cold to us might be just right for them. And what's really hot for us is way too hot for the turtles. So having these trees, providing this shade, it keeps the water cool so turtles can live there, so fish can live there, and otters. So this is why the riparian zone is such an important area, because it's the area where the land meets the water, and all these critters live there.